Hey, what's up, WordPress for Church family? It's Andrew here at WP4.Church, where we put out tools and tutorials for WordPress churches. In this tutorial, we are going to be looking at adding a Watch Now button right here, and I'll explain why I'm making the video. We had another video where we took Beaver Builder and Sermon Manager, and we were able to create a custom grid layout here for our sermons, where we added like the series name, this icon, etc. It's really cool. I'll link to it in this. It's pretty thorough. But I had the question come up: how can you style like another Watch Now, like a button? Because in our tutorial we just had some linked text here, post link that said Watch Now, and some of you guys might want to take the design a little bit further. And so we're going to look at doing that in this tutorial. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop open our page builder. We're in the message archive. And when it opens, we're going to scroll down here to our post layout, click on it, and we're going to pull up our custom post layout. If you're curious how this kind of stuff works, go back and look at that other tutorial. It's a pretty good tutorial on tweaking this to work with Sermon Manager, or just working with the custom post layout in Beaver Builder in general. And so in our last post, we had this. So we had a post link that just said like Watch Now, right? It was styled a little bit, like it had a class name and all that jazz. But the thing is, if you try to style this like a button, if you try to add some padding, if you tried to add like the margins and you try to add the color and a hover color, it'll look like a button, but the only part that will still be clickable is the actual the Watch Now words. The only part that will still be clickable is the actual words. The button that goes around it won't be clickable because the link doesn't apply to the padding and margins you just added. And so what we have to do is take this and wrap that in the actual link. And so what we're going to do is, instead of writing all this, we're just gonna type Watch Now, right? And this isn't going to be like the prettiest button. Like, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I just want to show you how to do it, and then you can jump in and tweak your CSS a little bit, add your own styles, all that jazz. And so let's see, we're going to, I copied this just for time's sake, and so we're going to paste in this. All this is it's going to make it look wonky. It's okay. All this is an anchor reference for the post URL. So all this is doing is calling the post URL and applying it to Watch Now. And so we're going to close out that anchor tag real quick. And I think we should be able to just add a class to this as well. Class equals, let's call it my button, right? And that should work, right? One of you gurus can tell me like a better way to do this, but I think this is going to work for what we're trying to get it to do. So first thing I want to do, just to see if I'm targeting it right, is I'm just going to add a background color. And hopefully that'll make this that'll make it black, right? So next I want to add some padding. Yeah, so added some padding there. I'm going to add margin to the top just to pull it down a little bit. Come on. Okay. So we're still in here. So my button. So we have that background color at 0. I want to add a little more padding here. So I'm gonna do 8 and like 20 just to make it a big pretty button. going to do like a border radius of 3, round it off a little bit. Yeah. Man, that padding, or that margin really didn't work, did it? Maybe I'm not targeting the right thing, I don't know. Oh well. I guess one thing we can do is on the post meta, add some padding on the bottom. Maybe 20 here. See if that'll push it down a little bit. Yeah, pushed it down fine. So next we want to, so I just want to make sure like our whole button is working real quick, okay? So I'm going to click done, I'm going to publish it. And now, wherever I hover over this, it should take me to the link, and it is. So you could stop here if you want to, and if you know the CSS, just go ahead and jump in and add that and tweak it. I want to make it look a little prettier, right, guys? So what we want to do is go down here to button, and we want to change my button, and we want to change the hover property. So when someone hovers over it, this is what changes. We're going to change the background to, like, select something random. Okay. And font color to, sorry, those are like really jacked up hex codes. I don't even know what colors those are. Yeah. So the font color, I mean the background's working. I selected something way too close to the that black, or to the background of this already for that to look good. So what I'm going to do is, you know what? What I can do real quick is just pick out some of my, oh no. What I can do real quick is just pick out some of the colors I already have in here, right? So I'm just going to copy them. Column settings, go to my colors. I have some presets in here. And I'm just going to select that color right there. Come back in here. I'm going to change the background hover color to that little hex code. Change the color to just white. That should be right. Click done, publish. Yep. And so pretty straightforward, guys. What we had to do is when we're adding that button, you have to remember to wrap the whole thing in this link. Where's it at? In this link right here. You have to link it to the post URL. The cool thing is, this is just a Beaver Builder shortcode, so you can make this anchor reference just the post URL, and you don't even have to remember this. You can just add it in from here. Of course, I'll have this little snippet in the post, so you should be able to click over to wp4.church and find the code that you need here. But yeah, so we added this the Watch Now button to the bottom of our custom grid using Sermon Manager and Beaver Builder. Pretty straightforward, easy peasy. Looking forward to the next one, guys. And make sure to hit subscribe on your way out. We'd love the support. Thank you.